Hello everyone, my name is Yusuf Edwards and welcome to part 119 of the American Show. Let, let us begin. So, Jackie Gold was just watching television when all of a sudden she hears a knock at the door. She opens the door and it is Jackie Mack, the daughter of Randy, of Patrick Mack. She is crying. She she walks into the house. Um she said to her, he did he's he's um he's in jail right now. And then Jackie Go said, well, this is a shock. He did it. He actually did it. He turned himself in. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. Okay, alright, whatever, well, mm, well, obviously he's not gonna be at the, season premiere. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. He's not. Okay, okay, no problem. I would just call Alpha Queen to tell him the news. And so that's what she did. She grabs the she grabs the phone and she dials his number. Excuse me. She takes a deep breath and she says, um, sorry to bother you during your vacation, but I have some bad news. And then he said, what is it? And then she said, um, Patrick has been arrested. Well, Patrick has been arrested. I can't tell you all the details right now because I want to tell you in person. Can I do that? And then she said, well, and then Alpha Queen said, yeah, no problem. I'll see you when you get here. Great. So she hangs up the phone. Then she grabs her coat and she decides to take Jackie Mack with her to Alpha Queen's house. So she said, okay, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to tell the first half, and you're going to tell the second half. Okay? And then Jackie Mack said, no problem. And then so they got into the car and they were driving to his house. They put their seatbelts on, of course, and they were driving to his house. So, what are you gonna tell your sister? It's a very good question. A very, very, very good question indeed. What am I gonna tell my sister? But obviously, I'm gonna tell her the truth. So they finally get to the house. They knock on his door. He opens it, and he says, "So, what was so important that you didn't want to tell me through to the well through the phone?" Well, Jackie Gold said, "Um, he has been arrested. Um, he turned himself in to the police." And then the African said, "Why?" And then she said to Jackie Mack, she said, "Do you want to have this?" Yes. I think it's your turn now. So Jackie Mack explained the situation. She said, "Okay, we were at a bar and we just hang out as father and daughter, of course, just drinking a little bit and having a great time. It was awesome. But then this douchebag, for lack of a better word, decides to flirt with me, even though I did not want to flirt with him at all, period. And so he kept going and going and going and going and going and going and going. And then my father had enough. So he said, "She told you no, man. She told you no. Can you just leave my daughter alone, man, please?" He said, "Get out of here, old man," or something like that. I don't know what he actually said. It was a blur before after that. And so the next thing I know, they're outside and they're fighting. So I went outside of it. So I went outside, and then he is he is on top of him, just punching and punching and punching and punching and punching. The ground was wet, and this guy was bloody. His nose was bloody. His head was bloody too. And my dad was like, "Are you okay?" "Yeah." And and then she, and then I said, "But is he okay?" And then and then when and then his well and then my dad said, "I don't think he is. I don't think he is." Oh my God, what have I done? Oh my God, what have I done? And then and so we just went out of there. We got back in our car. Well, we got back in the car, and we just left. We just left. We just left the bar with this guy, this poor guy, just laying there. But it was raining, of course, and then the next couple of weeks, well, the next day, rather, he just decided that he was gonna go to the hospital because he called 911 as he was leaving, and then he just said, "Well, I need to go to the doctor to see if he's okay." And then after that, well, or if I need to go to jail for what I did. And so he went to the hospital. He went to the hospital, right? And then he came back home and told me, well, that he had to go to jail because the doctor told him that he was dead. And so he went back to the car, and that's when he turned himself in. Oh my, to be continued. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below telling yours truly what do you like about the video or hate about the video. Share the video to all your friends and family family members or otherwise. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.